Hi everyone, welcome to Hens TV Show 83. If it's your first time to be here, please don't forget to subscribe and also to turn notification bell so you don't miss my videos. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you so much for loving Hens TV Show. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, and also for sharing. Please continue. Hens TV Show 83 is a channel that focuses on breaking news, educational videos about all different aspects about our world. Stay tuned. Again to Hens TV Show 83. Moving on to Nigeria, 12-year-old Nigerian boy beaten to death at a private school for refusing to join a cult. Oh my God. Do you know what it means to be at home knowing that your child is at school reading, studying, then later you receive news that your boy has been beaten to death? Apart from, Nigerian police is working hard to put things in order to make sure that they bring all the people who are responsible to the death of that boy. And also the school they must answer some question. How could that thing happen in a school? Does it mean that the school there's no security? Talking about security, in some schools they do believe that if you know that small room that is always closed at the main gate in different schools. Some schools believe that that's the end of security, just to know what's entered, at what time, and when is leaving. I do believe that security doesn't end there. They should always employ some people to watch while kids are sleeping in their dormitories, football pitches, and everywhere. Some schools even have swimming pools, but the school will not know. Some kids died in swimming pool, but they will not know. What I'm trying to say that they should employ people always to be monitoring these kids when they are sleeping, when they are playing. Imagine if when that thing happened, if someone would really see what was going on, that boy wouldn't have lost his life. It's really many questions without answers. These things because people pay a lot of money, not only in Nigeria, schools ask for a lot of money. Where does that money go? Where? They should employ people to supervise these children to see if they can't employ people, let them put cameras. Because cameras you sit in one place, you know what's going on. If you see some boys fighting, as a mass, they will just set an alarm that look at some kids are fighting or doing this, then they would intervene and stop that thing. It's just my advice, but this thing is really bad and heartbreaking.
Sylvester Romani Jr. was my last child. His birthday is tomorrow. He's going to be 12 years tomorrow. He was born on the 4th of December 2009. True CS out of 11, and it was the last. And
my advice to parents is that always you should give time to your children. Ask them about their friends, the groups, and things always they talk about. The more you talk with your child, the more he will gain confidence. Always he told them, if you join such a group, if they tell you something, always you react like this. For example, if someone tells you that if you join this group, you'll be like this, and if you feel like this will kill you, always tell your child that no one is responsible about your life and no one will ever kill you. If somebody tells you that, always be confident to tell that person that you can't do it. And apart from that, you also tell your child, if they tell him such things at school, he should also come to tell you. Because for you as a parent, if you hear such a thing, you'll be able to defend your child very fast before such bad things happen. It's really heartbreaking, and I believe in Nigerian police they will do something. All these things will end. Moving on to Uganda. In Uganda, schools have been closed for 2 years now. And the Minister of Education the First Lady said that God wanted children to appreciate their parents' work. Really? Do you know what it means in a country without school for almost 2 years? 2 years, no schools in Uganda. Anyway, they are saying that they'll be reopened in January. But do you know what it means for children to be at home for 2 years? Do you know what it means? And the First Lady said that some parents, children when they are at school sometimes, they don't always know the job of their parents. They don't even appreciate them. So the Minister of Education came out and said that it was in God's plan so that children can appreciate their parents. So that's what's going on in Uganda. I've been studying a Bible, but I've never seen anywhere in Bible where it's written that closing schools is in God's plan. Please, if you're watching this video, help me if any advice, all the chapter, the verse and everything where it's written. I don't know if I'm wrong, if I'm right. Please, I need your advice. Really, I need this seriously. Oh, wonders. Please, we beg in the name of Almighty God, please, open the school so that children can go back to school. Thank you so much. Moving on to Ghana President Akufo-Addo wins Forbes African of the Year 2021. Ooh, congratulations! Oh my God. And they say it's particular for his consistency, that he has definitely done his bit in raising the international profile of his country and also for the rest of Africa. He's actually pushing for boundaries, not just for Ghana, but for the rest of Africa. Oh my God. I wish Ghana president would just be at least the African president. For the whole continent, some African presidents can annoy. They can beg from all over the world, all places, and they eat their own money. They are just misbehaving, doing nonsense, moving up and down, begging from one place to another one, just to put money in there. Really can annoy. The man, he has done a lot. For me, I admire Ghana. He has improved a lot of things. Their health sector, education sector, agriculture sector, many things. Ghana is moving forward. Their economy is booming, And what makes me to like Ghana and more their president, that he doesn't only think about his country, but Africa at large. Do you know what it means? Also, South African president was in Ghana for a state visit, he was there to do the service for about many things, also the relation between Ghana and South Africa. So more details are in my next video. Don't forget also to subscribe so that you don't miss my next video. Anyway, let me leave this short video, some of the things that happened during this state visit. See you in my next video.